A trigger to know when an organization is ready to change is how much pain they're in. And that pain shows up in if their sales are down, if their leaders are complaining and things aren't getting done, if projects and initiatives are taking too long to get done and they're struggling with actually doing work. That's going to be your indicator. Another indicator when they're ready is they're actually asking for it. They know that they need some sort of intervention. So one organization I just worked with recently, they restructured and they weren't sure how to implement it. And the CEO picked up the phone and called that we had a chance to talk to. When we have that, that's great, because then we really know at least we're starting at the top. For me, any change initiative that's a success in any organization, not just a change like a restructure, anything, when you've got the top of the level buy-in, those are your most successful change initiatives, just in general. A good way that we deal with the lack of adoption, and often we're working with an organizational development professional or an HR director who recognizes that they need this, our goal is to help position them to have enough information so that they can actually recognize when the organization's ready to make the change, right? When they're ready to make the change, we can go in and help them. If they're not ready, we can continue to push. And like anything, if you try to push someone who's not ready to change, it's really going to be hard to make it work. If you're an OD professional and you're looking for programs, right, and you're in the before restructuring stage, great opportunity to educate your senior leadership team about what they're starting to embark on. I always like to recommend our leadership base camp. It's half a day to a day, depending on how much time. And what it does is it starts to generate a different conversation, a conversation where there are better solutions to just moving boxes around on the org chart, right? And it gets them thinking about their business differently. So I actually spoke to a very senior executive once who said to me, we know we have a horizontal dimension. They just don't know how to get people to work in it as effectively. So that's what you can do, is educate them on that. Shine the light on what are you really trying to do. Another program you can do is a program for yourself as an OD professional, right? Go out and learn before you bring in a consultant, before you look at the best structure for a company like yours. Actually learn that there's other methodologies and approaches out there for solving some of the problems you have, right? We do a diagnostic assessment where we can actually ask the senior leaders what's going on? How are you operating? What are the belief systems that you have, right? Do you believe that you need authority to get things done? If a majority of your leaders believe that they need authority to get things done, most likely they're going to lean towards wanting to restructure the business to give them authority. If you know that that's a belief system, then you can know how much change or how much effort you need to put in up front to change their paradigm and their thinking. So learning about other systems, learning about how to diagnose the real problems is a great program for OD professionals.